Hello, everybody. I'm Elwirfy, and today I felt like talking about a movie with you guys. Because this is a movie that I saw and I think is really interesting, actually. And my wife even caught some things that I didn't right away, which I thought was really cool as well. But first off, I want to say up front, this is just going to be spoilers. I don't really do non-spoilers because I just have trouble talking about stuff without spoiling it, and frankly, I don't know that I can remember what's not a spoiler and what is a spoiler, so I'm just going to be completely upfront and tell you, there's spoilers. Don't watch this if you haven't seen the movie. It's a great movie. You should go watch it. If you have not seen it, just go watch it, then come back here, okay? Everyone gone? Great. All right, let's get into it. So here's just a picture in the background you guys can look at, but this is Dream Scenario. This is a really damn good movie, all right? And I think this picture actually encapsulates a lot of what I was thinking about and the themes of the whole thing. So the basic synopsis is that there's this guy who, for some weird reason, we don't know why, is always in other people's dreams, and he just starts appearing randomly, and people start to really like him. They're like, hey, you're that guy who just hangs out in my fun dreams. But then all of a sudden, he gets drawn towards a woman who is much younger than him and who had a dream about him having sex with her. And then after he cheats on his wife, then the dreams get all bad and like he starts like fucking murdering people and shit. And then everyone's terrified of him. And I think this was a really clever idea for a movie. You know, especially the ending. Oh my god, like. The ending is truly what I want to talk about, but we have to get through the movie first. So, essentially what goes on is that Nicolas Cage's character, he's going through this thing where he just wants to be left alone. And all he wants is to just have his life back to normal. He doesn't want people knowing who he is at all. And in a sense, he can't really go back because everyone's dreamed about him. I mean, they see him clearly. He's always wearing the same outfit, and his students are terrified. They all have like these horrible like visions of him doing bad stuff to them and stuff. It's like really messed up. And, you know, that can happen to us sometimes in real life. You know, you see celebrities who they blow up out of nowhere, but then they do one bad thing, and then everyone's like, fuck them. They're no good. You know, I mean, that almost happened to PewDiePie, actually. Remember when he almost said the N... Well, he did say the N-word live in the PUBG thing, and everyone hated on him, and we all thought, ooh, that could be the end. But truthfully, he just apologized and recovered, and everyone kind of was cool with it, you know, because people make mistakes, and it happens. But his mistake in this movie was he cheated on his wife when he knew he shouldn't be, and he got punished for it far more severely, I think, than he deserved, but he still got punished for it, you know? It got to the point where... his kids were even dreaming about him being creepy and stuff. And there were a lot of eerie moments in the movie where he kind of was just in the background. Or, you know, like there's a scene, right, where when he's with the girl that he cheats on with, where she says in her dream, he's just standing in the darkness. And it's so much giving a vibe of like, you know, like Jeff the Killer or something. Or like, I don't know, like a Nightmare on Elm Street sort of thing, I suppose. I guess you could say as well. Like, you can really feel like his presence there is unsettling, and it's just odd. And he noticed even that in the positive dreams, like when he was just standing there, he was surprised that when people were in distress, he wasn't doing anything. It wasn't helping them. And I think that kind of is a representation of how in his marriage, he really didn't do anything for his wife or his family. All he did was just work and work and work, and that's all he did. And so that's why in the dreams, perhaps, theory, that's why he never did anything in the dreams, because he was always stagnant in his career and not really doing anything. And then as soon as he takes a step out of his career, out of his comfort zone, he makes the wrong choice. He cheats on his wife, and then all the dreams get bad, which is just crazy. But man, it's so profound, the ending. So I just need to jump to the ending because that's the most important part. So again, all I did was cover the basic main plot that you need to know. But truly, there's a lot more detail and nuance to be found in there. But the ending, oh my goodness. So at the end, right, he loses his wife, he loses his kids. They don't want to be around him anymore. They don't trust him because of the bad dreams they've been having. He ends up trying to sell a book to people in France, because in France they really like his scary dreams, I guess, because French people are weird. I don't know. That's just how they portray them in the movie, I guess. The French people really like, you know, murderers or whatever. So that was kind of funny. But then, you know, he has like this failed book dealing thing. But, oh man, what's crazy about the movie is how it goes into this thing where there becomes ads in people's dreams. And I was like, what? Oh, God. Like, it was so messed up. In fact, no, I don't want to pull up a picture. I don't want to pull up something that might be an accidental spoiler more than I've already ruined the movie. But yeah, there's like these influencers who like can do this thing where like someone's like, okay, I got a watch for you, right? And I'm going to find a way to put a idea of a person in your dream. And it's not invasive. So it's like, hey, do you want to invite the advertisement in? And then you could be dreaming and then be like, yo, I got to get some energy drinks. Like, imagine if like you were dreaming, right? And then all of a sudden, like Logan Paul shows up and he's like, yo, get my prime energy drinks, bruh. And obviously that'd be super weird and like awkward if you're like having a nice dream about like, you know, driving race cars or something. I don't know what you people dream about, but like, you know, that'd be like really fucking annoying. And God, I really would hope that is very fictionalized. I mean, people always used to think that in Star Trek, the idea of having a communicator, right, was like impossible, but now we have cell phones. Like, I really hope that we don't eventually have a day where we can get a watch on our wrist and then that puts ads in our head. Because guys, I already hate advertising, and oh my God, that would be terrible. So it's weird because he's, I guess, a tragic hero because he makes a bad choice and he's punished for it. But his tragedy led to the creation of a whole new era of people where advertisements are happening in people's heads. And that's such a crazy way to end it because it's like barely addressed. It's like in the last 5 minutes of the movie. But it's such an interesting concept because there's even a scene where he's in like an apartment or whatever, and he's like dreaming, he like falls asleep and he's dreaming about, oh, what it'd be like to live in the apartment. And then all of a sudden, like some random guy comes in, he's like, hey, you ever had this product? And it's like, he's like, no, what the fuck, get out. And then another guy pops in and he's like, oh, don't worry, dude, you don't need that, come try this product. And it's like, holy shit, that's terrifying. Like, I thought that was the most terrifying part of the whole movie, is just the forced advertising and really laying home, I think, the idea that, guys, I have to tie it to small content creators. When we're sitting here and we're just talking about whatever we want, you'll notice that, haven't you noticed at least that big content creators, they're always like shoving ads in our face, trying to make us buy stuff. Like, why do we have to buy things every second? Like, fuck, I don't have any money. Like, I'm not going to buy your crap. I mean, yeah, you can try and sell a t-shirt or whatever, I guess, for what, like $40? And it's like, no, I'll go to Ross and get like a $10 shirt. Like, I don't need your logo. I'm not, you know, and it's all cotton. The shirts are always all cotton, so you got to get a size up because you know they're going to shrink because you know they're bad quality. It's just disappointing, right? Like, we already have advertisements in our videos. How long is it going to take before? I mean, obviously, I don't think they're going to be able to put, you know, ads in our heads, but they could come up with something similar. I mean, think about it. VR is taking off. Imagine you have VR, right? And you guys remember WALL-E, where like there's the scene where all the you can see the chubby people's screens and it's like full and cluttered, and they've so much ads in their face that like they literally can't see where they're going. So like, I don't want to like be in my VR, right? If I get a VR set and then like, oh, there's like all these ads in the way. Oh my God. So that's what I thought was really interesting about this movie, is because while the movie's stringing you along for the most part, it's like, oh man, this guy's struggling, oh, everyone hates him. It's kind of like showing the rise and downfall of a celebrity, so that's kind of cool. It just really struck home as a content creator to be like, hey, I see what's going on. I see other big content creators kind of dealing with that situation, and I think it's really, really tough to know what the right choice is here. Ah, man, what a good movie though. Like, crap, go watch it. It's freaking good. Like, I don't know. It really pushes the idea, like the scene, right, where I actually have the picture up. It's where he's talking to these people who want to make him famous, and like they're like, oh, Sprite would love to work with you. Let's put Sprite in the dream. This is before everything went bad. And this guy's like, no, I just want to make my own stuff. I just want to write a book. And you know what? That's noble. Like, even for my channel right now, right? I love playing video games and stuff, and I love making video game content, but the truth of the matter is you guys like me talking to you. So I'm going to keep making videos where I talk to you, and I'm also going to be doing what I want by making video game videos. So those who are here for me talking, great. Love to have you here. Going to have more talking videos. That's not going away. But also, if you like just hanging out with me playing video games, that'll be here too. You know? Like, best of both worlds. But for him, he was stuck in this situation where he had to either focus on his book or do like some weird brand deal with Sprite. And it was kind of weird. So he obviously went with his book, and while it didn't do as well as like a Sprite ad or something, it actually kind of worked out because, you know, people were only mad at him and not the whole company, right? But, man, this is such an interesting movie. Like, I'm sure I'm missing a lot, and I'm sure I'm leaving a lot out, but that's okay. It's not my job to give you a full summary here. This ain't an essay, right? We're not in school. Go watch the movie. I'm always going to tell you, just go watch the movie, whatever it is. but it's just so interesting. I don't know. I really liked this movie, guys. This might be movie of the year for Nicolas Cage. I mean, I think this might be one of his best movies he's made in a while. It's just so cool. Dream Scenario. That's the name of the movie, by the way. Dream Scenario. Fucking cool ass movie. I'm not going to give a rating on it because I don't think that's necessary, but if you want to see ratings, I'll add it in the description if you really care. But oh my goodness, this is such a good movie. I can't praise it enough. I think it's really good. There's other movies I want to talk about, which I think are really interesting. Not necessarily the most popular movies, but damn, there's some good-ass movies. And I watch a ton with my wife, and I have opinions about a lot of stuff. And I thought this movie was a really good opening movie thing to talk about, because how often do you get a movie where you get to see some guy who's some nobody, who's already successful, but then he's gained success in a different way that he's not really comfortable with, and then he makes a bad choice, then things get really bad, and then the whole world's against him, and then it's like kind of his downfall, where he loses everything, and then he kind of tries to build himself back up at the end, but then it turns out all that building up just led to a whole new problem, where now there's the fucking ads in his dreams. It's like crazy. God, it's like circle of life shit. It's like really interesting. I don't know. I'm super fascinated by it, and I think everyone did a wonderful job. Nicolas Cage gave an amazing performance, and I just can't say enough good things about it. I have to get you to go watch it somehow, right? I mean, I get it. I'm not a movie reviewer. This isn't my normal stuff, but like, damn it, I'm just a guy sitting in my chair looking at you, telling you, hey, it's a good movie. You know, just do it. I don't know. I don't know how else I can convince you. Thank you all for watching, I guess. As always, I'm Elwirfy, and I'll see you guys next time. Because, come back. There's going to be more videos. There's going to be more. Yeah, also, if you want to support the channel, best thing you can do is just watch. Also, by the way, just watching these videos helps me out. So that's also super cool. But yeah, peace.